thoughts on pain at 24. It's necessary. I think if you feel pain, you're doing life right. Because if not, that means either you're like the most genius human ever and have figured out what you exactly want to do and not went into resistance and gone straight for it, which I don't think anyone can actually manage, or you're hiding yourself from what you actually want to be doing. And that by default is pain. I think pain is a glorious thing. And I think if you're going to live a valuable life, it's going to involve pain. And the second that you start choosing for that pain, the pain is so much more handleable. This sounds like I'm just an advocate for pain. I'm really not. I'd like to have a less painful life. But I do believe that a lot of pain is self-inflicted. I do believe that a lot of pain is just pointing you in the direction of where you actually want to go. It's just, we make it more pain when we start resisting the reality of like not wanting to follow what that pain is telling us. And that if I'm in pain in a situation, or discomfort, I guess it's just a level of pain, then to go in the opposite direction would lead me out of that situation. But it's just if we have the balls to do that. Too sure if that's clear. I apparently don't seem to have very clear opinions on these things. Maybe I am not fully formed human yet. Maybe the prediction, science. Wow, I'm going to come off as like a anti-science, I don't know what kind of human. I feel like a lot of these concepts, we know what we think about it in terms of feelings, but we don't know what we think about it in terms of words and explaining it. And we all know that if you can explain something and teach it, then that means you truly understand it. So do we even truly understand ourselves if we can't explain our own relationship to pain? Because pain is what we feel whenever we don't get what we want, whenever we don't have what we want, whenever things get broken physically, mentally, you have loss. If you cannot articulate this, doesn't mean that it's not true, not at all. I think many things happen that are not in the realms of words. So then to articulate it, this translation, a lot of things get lost in translation. But for example, even when I just smashed my foot open, the level of pain I felt was still one of the strongest feelings I have ever felt. And that's a very sad reality, I think, that I felt more pain than pleasure in my life. And when I feel pain is some of the most alive times I feel. No matter how much I hate the pain in the moment, I kind of feel grateful that I'm reminded that, it sounds really cheesy, but I am mortal. And that if I can feel that much pain, then other emotions can be felt to that degree, as long as I give them the attention and the time and care that they really need. Because as soon as there's pain, all of your attention goes to it. If as soon as there was joy, all of your attention went to it and you got all the other bullshit to fall away, I'm sure the joy would blossom just as much.